At a property right now where a potential client called for a consultation about some trees. And one of them was this box elder, wanted the tree removed because they were worried about this one limb going over the shed. They wanted either the entire limb removed, but really more so they wanted the tree removed. They were surprised at my recommendation that we could do some weight reduction pruning of that overextended limb, along with working on the crown, removing dead wood, crown raising, reduction cuts of overextended limbs, and more importantly, how preserving a tree was important to not change the hydrology of their backyard. So the point where the tree is to the back of their home, the grade change is at least 10 feet, which means water runs downhill. They already have a lake back here when it rains. So I explained how these trees can take up hundreds of gallons of water and how removing the tree is not important. The other guys that showed up never mentioned that. Then they have this big cottonwood that belongs to the neighbor with this long overextended limb. I should have been removed years ago with a pair of pruners, but regardless, it's over the property line. Of course, we know that removing a limb that size is not good for the tree, nor can you do it. You can't cross the line of the property line to do it. Although you have the right to a vertical property line, you can't just arbitrarily cut branches off over the line. But this branch can be made safer or reduce the likelihood of issues if it's reduced in length, pruned properly. But the last guy said no problem, he could take the limb off back to the tree. This limb is at least 15 to 20 inch in diameter. And of course, what would that do if the tree died to the neighbor in the back, where their elevation drop is nearly 25 feet? If you lost that tree, big cottonwood like that taking up so much water, you'd have big problems and big legal trouble as well. And then lastly, there was this big box elder, wanted the whole right stem removed. Actually, the last guy that showed up called it an artery, said that he would be able to remove the right artery of the tree going over the house. Yeah, I guess if you want to kill the tree, increase wind load dynamics or change wind load dynamics, I guess you could do that. We're not going to do that. I won't recommend that. I'm recommending, removing dead, diseased wood, crossing branches, some structural pruning, reducing the weight of some of these overextended branches, and the installation of a cable somewhere up there, back to there, to manage this codominant stem. Another thing that should have been pruned out 20 some years ago with a pair of pruners or a handsaw. But yeah, removing the artery. People's house that I just came from, this house, they're younger. It's their parents' house. Obviously, their parents are getting an age and they want to take care of this house for them. And they're young and they care about nature, and they really appreciated me explaining all of this stuff, especially the part about water and changing how it'll affect not just their property, but possibly the neighbor's property as well. So as our clients get younger and more environmentally conscious, it's important we step our game up as guardians of the urban forest and become just that, guardians.